Have you ever found yourself in an intimate moment, doing everything you thought was right, yet feeling like you're missing a crucial piece of the puzzle? You're putting in the effort, you're present, but that deep, soul-shaking connection you're aiming for remains just out of reach. It's the difference between a pleasant experience and a moment so profound it feels like her entire body simply melts into a state of bliss. What if I told you there's an untold secret to unlocking this next level of intimacy? It isn't a new toy, a magic pill, or some complex technique that requires hours of practice to master. It's a straightforward, research-backed approach that, once you understand it, can forge powerful, memorable moments of connection and pleasure, strengthening the emotional and physical bond between you and your partner. The most incredible part is that this has nothing to do with being born a natural or having some kind of magic touch. It's about deeply understanding her body, her unique biology, and pacing yourself in a way that most men have never even considered, opening the door to an experience neither of you will ever forget. A pervasive myth many of us have been led to believe is that incredible intimacy is all about mastering a set of specific techniques or maintaining a certain pace, as if following a script from a movie or advice from locker room chatter will automatically lead to deep fulfillment and satisfaction. But here is the unfiltered truth that often goes unspoken. For most women, the journey to profound pleasure is paved with time, a deliberate rhythm, and a powerful sense of anticipation, far more than any flashy tricks. Her body is wired differently. Where a man might respond almost instantly to direct stimulation, a woman's arousal is a slow burn, building in intricate and beautiful layers. When you rush, you inadvertently short-circuit this delicate process. However, when you approach with patience and a steady hand, you create the perfect environment for fireworks. The single most effective tool to unlock this incredible potential is a method known as the rhythm and pause technique, or more simply, the art of pacing and timing. When applied correctly during your most intimate moments, this approach builds waves of arousal that can culminate in a release so powerful, it's a level of ecstasy most women rarely have the chance to experience. You might be wondering how I can be so certain that this method works. My confidence comes from over a decade of firsthand experience, both in clinical research and in practice. As a urologist for the past 12 years, I have guided countless men, from their vibrant 30s to their seasoned 70s, who felt lost and uncertain when it came to true intimacy. Many believed that age had diminished their ability to fully satisfy their partners. But once they embraced the principles of pacing and patience inherent in this method, a remarkable transformation occurred. Not only did they bring their partners a deeper sense of fulfillment, but they also rebuilt their own confidence in the bedroom. I recall one patient, a 54-year-old man we'll call Adam, who came to my office weighed down by years of frustration. He explained, "I really do try, but it feels like she either gets bored or I burn out long before she gets close." After just 2 months of adjusting his approach using the start-stop method, his entire demeanor had changed. He was glowing. His wife, he shared, told him they were experiencing the best intimacy they'd had in decades. This is why I can say with unwavering conviction, this is not just a theory, it is a proven method that works. So, let's break this down into 3 foundational pillars that will elevate your approach from average to absolutely unforgettable, a virtual countdown to mastery. The first and most crucial step is to set the stage for complete and total comfort. Think about it. If you can't breathe with ease, if your jaw starts to ache after just a few minutes, or if she is positioned in a way that feels awkward and unnatural, neither of you will be able to relax enough to last for the real magic to begin. From a biological standpoint, arousal is akin to climbing a steep hill. If the climber continuously slips and loses their footing because the ground beneath them is shaky and unstable, they will never reach the summit. Creating a foundation of comfort for both of you provides that steady ground. Simple adjustments can make a world of difference. Placing a pillow under her hips not only offers support, but also tilts her pelvis in a way that gives you better access and heightens her sensitivity. Equally important is your own comfort. If you're kneeling, a cushion under your knees can be a game changer. If the bed height is awkward, consider having her move closer to the edge so you can sit comfortably in a chair. Remember to relax your jaw, keep it loose, and breathe steadily through your nose. Settle in for the journey. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Emotionally, when she sees and feels that you are comfortable, confident, and in no rush, she is able to let go and relax completely. That sense of relaxation is the very fuel that ignites the fire of arousal. The second pillar is the patient buildup, and this is precisely where most men miss the mark. They rush directly to the most sensitive area, focusing on it with an intensity that can feel more like a task to be completed than a shared experience of pleasure. Biologically, this approach is counterintuitive. The clitoris contains over 8,000 nerve endings, making it the most concentrated area of sensitivity in the human body. Too much direct stimulation, too soon, can be overwhelming and can even cross the line into discomfort or pain. Instead, the key is to build the intensity gradually, much like warming up a high-performance engine. The more gradual and deliberate the application of heat, the smoother and more powerful the ultimate performance will be. To achieve this, begin your focus away from the center. Explore the surrounding areas with a consistent, gentle rhythm. The inner thighs and the area around the pubic bone are packed with nerve endings that prime her entire body for what's to come. Use soft kisses, circling outwards and inwards, teasingly approaching the main event. Introduce a slow and steady rhythm with the tip of your tongue, using gentle, consistent strokes from bottom to top. If it helps you maintain a steady pace, even count your strokes. Emotionally, this patient and unhurried buildup sends a powerful message. I am here for you, I am not in a rush, and I want to savor every single moment of this experience. This sentiment alone is incredibly arousing. Practically, this approach also helps you conserve energy. You're not straining or overexerting yourself. You are calm, in control, and building a beautiful symphony of sensation. This brings us to our third and final pillar, the rhythm and pause technique. This is where you conduct the crescendo, where the true fireworks happen. The essence of this technique lies in bringing her to the very edge of her climax, then gently pulling back, allowing the tension to subside slightly before building it up once more. Each cycle of this pattern compounds her arousal so that when the final release comes, it isn't merely strong, it is an earth-shaking, all-encompassing experience. Biologically, this process of edging allows her nervous system to climb to higher and higher levels of arousal with each successive wave. Blood flow increases, and natural lubrication grows, preparing her body for an even more intense peak. Emotionally, the anticipation becomes almost unbearable, driving her wild with desire. It's the profound difference between casually sipping a glass of water and waiting until you are absolutely parched before taking that first, long, satisfying drink. That ultimate release becomes unforgettable. To time this perfectly, you must become attuned to her cues. Watch for her breath quickening, her thighs tensing, her stomach muscles tightening, or her hands gripping the sheets. Just before she is about to cross that threshold, ease off. Change the focus for a moment by kissing her inner thighs or her stomach, or by whispering something warm and reassuring in her ear. Allow her about 20 to 30 seconds to settle back from the peak, and then resume the exact same pattern and rhythm that got her there in the first place. By repeating this cycle 2 or 3 times, and then on the final build, staying steady without pulling back, you will guide her over the edge in a way that will leave you both breathless. A practical tip throughout this entire process is to use your hands to caress her body and to subtly check in with a simple phrase like more or less, or here or higher. This 5-word check-in ensures she feels safe, engaged, and completely open to the experience. Now, some of you listening might be thinking, I'm too old for this. My stamina just isn't what it used to be. Let me be perfectly clear. Age is not a barrier to your ability to provide immense pleasure. In fact, it can be your greatest advantage. Many women will tell you that men over 50 or 60 often make the most incredible lovers precisely because they have learned the invaluable lesson of patience. They are not in a hurry to get to a finish line. They are more invested in the shared experience and the connection it fosters. Emotionally, this maturity makes a woman feel desired, cherished, and profoundly safe, which are essential ingredients for uninhibited pleasure. And from a biological perspective, when you employ proper pacing and control, you don't need the raw stamina of a 25-year-old. What you need is consistency. And consistency is a skill that is truly ageless. Gentlemen, the simple truth is that you don't need to reinvent yourself. You don't need to wish you were younger, wealthier, or stronger to be an exceptional lover. You simply need to take the time to understand her body, to respect the delicate process of her arousal, and to give her the gift of the patience she deeply craves. The start-stop method is about so much more than a physical technique. It's about being truly present. It's about showing her that you are a man who listens with his entire being, who notices the subtle shifts in her body, and who is confident enough in himself not to rush. So the next time you are intimate, I invite you to try this. Set the stage for comfort. Build the anticipation slowly and deliberately. Bring her to the edge twice, letting her breathe through the intensity, and then guide her to that final, breathtaking release. Watch what happens, not just in the response of her body, but in the way she looks at you afterward, with a mixture of awe, gratitude, and deep connection. That is when you will know, without a shadow of a doubt, that you have given her something truly rare and unforgettable.